Hey everyone, welcome to 5 Questions with Seth. This is a special outdoor edition as I'm traveling, doing some book signings and some launches for Dark Chase Dead Run. So Dark Chase Dead Run, once more it pits the ever-wary FBI agent Devin Jeffers with the quirky Professor Ryder Chase and his team of paranormal researchers. This time they're sent off to Washington State, where a group of high school students were found dead outside of an abandoned insane asylum. Reportedly haunted, the location attracts a lot of interest from people looking for whatever goes bump in the night and give them a quick scare. Unfortunately, things went horribly wrong this one evening. So the FBI team and the paranormal researchers are out to find out what happened to this group of teenagers. And when they get there, the mystery really amps up quite quickly as they're trying to figure out, is this an animal? Is this a person? Is it some cross between the two, or something way, way worse that nobody knows what it could possibly even be? The more they dig in, this old asylum has so many amazing secrets to it that they dig in, they find some pretty amazing, crazy things, and what they finds its way to Seattle and is about to unleash itself amongst the population. So they race to Seattle to try to stop it in time before more people get hurt by whatever came out of the bowels of this old, forgotten, insane asylum. All right, digging into our first question. The setting for Dark Chase Dead Run seems so creepy. How did you select it? Well, the truth is, the setting for Dark Chase Dead Run is a fictional interpretation of an actual place in northern Washington. About an hour and a half, 2 hours north of Seattle. It's a place called Sedro-Woolley. It's a wonderful town. It actually takes place in one of my other book series, that one that launched my writing career, the Blood series with Sean Kendall. But Sedro-Woolley is just this quaint little town. It's the gateway to the North Cascades. It's stunningly beautiful, and yet when the sun starts to go down, especially around this old abandoned hospital, which is actually there. It's partially revamped and used for some government facilities. There's some commercial business there. And then there's a ton of buildings on the property that are still abandoned. In fact, part of it was turned into a park where anybody can go visit. So it's a fascinating piece of property. Don't go snooping around on private property ever, ever, ever. This is fiction. Have fun with it. Respect the places that are out there. But it's a stunning piece of property. There's been tons of TV shows, written up in books, things like that about this property. And most folks who've investigated it do come away thinking that this place is haunted. So I figured it was a great location for one of the Dark Chase series of books. All right, the next question. Your Dark Chase stories inject science in one way or another. How do you conjure up these seemingly plausible cases? So I spent a lot of years in healthcare. I still have a toe in it. And in that, we had to dig through a ton of scientific research. So I would go and consult with physicians and things like that. So I kind of had to know what I was talking about before I could open my mouth. So I do take a lot of the learnings that I had in my corporate career, and I use that to be able to investigate some possible things that could go awry in the human population. So that's kind of where I get the theories behind the plausible incidences that take place in the Dark Chase series. The next question. The Dark Chase series is a balance between FBI and paranormal investigations. How do you meld the two? Well, the truth is, it's part of the fun of the Dark Chase series. You have the very stoic, very serious FBI agent Devin Jeffers pitted up against the very quirky paranormal investigator Dr. Ryder Chase and his team. You've got Wally, you've got Dan, and then on the other side you have the very impressionable young Agent Dunlop, and then of course the ever alluring Agent Danica Sohn. So putting them all together as they mutually try to go solve a case is a lot of fun. And when you take Devin Jeffers, and he thinks he's so diametrically opposed to Ryder Chase and how he does things, but the truth is, he's not. They're actually a lot alike. When they go beyond the surface, they love getting to the bottom of things, and they have slightly different ways of getting there, but that burning passion to get to the truth, that's what's behind it all. All right, I'll tackle this one. Zombies. Do you think it's a real possibility, Seth? No. Short answer, no, at least not in the way that they're typically depicted. And my son and I can have a long debate about this later. Do I think that there are things that can happen in nature and with humans and poorly used science that make us kind of go off our rocker a little bit? Yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of my vision of zombieism, if you will. I'm not saying there are zombies or not zombies in Dark Chase Dead Run. You got to read it, but as always, I try to put science in with the fantasy. So I look forward to you guys reading it and checking that out and seeing how I did. Final question. This comes from the author, so my fifth question is always from fellow writers out there. Your books blend real locations with fiction. How do you do that and stay out of trouble? It's a great question. And we're always butting up against it sometimes when we use real places, depictions of real people. And in this case, I chose Northern State Hospital, which is an amazing facility. And again, caveat, don't go traipsing on private property where you don't belong. Some of the properties are into a park, so anybody can go check it out, enjoy it responsibly, save it in its current state for others so that they can enjoy it as well. But that's really the trick, even in writing, is to trespass lightly, carefully. Get permission when you can. If it's a public location that you don't necessarily have to have permission, the best way to avoid trouble is to be kind. I have a ton of reverence for not only the people, but the places in my books. And I love this site. I'm not negative about it in any way. And I definitely don't encourage people to go traipsing around on their own. But I think it's fun to take places that people either can go and visit and enjoy after reading my book, or in an upcoming mystery series that I'm working on, it's intended to trigger folks either that live in certain locales or as tourists go to vacation at those locales to conjure up some of those memories, or when they're reading the book they say, I've been there, or when they've been there they say, I read that in the book. So that's a lot of fun, and I do try to tread carefully, just like going in the woods. Leave no marks, and be kind. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.